Hello everyone and welcome back. This is day 3 of Swarovski Crystal Madness week, and we are going to create my middle finger design, which is this one. I decided to do as I did in my previous ones, which is to show you from the beginning to the end, and in this video I have also left the filing routine that I normally do. The product I'm using to create my extension is an acrylic gel from Nayo Nails. I'm in love with this product because it is very easy to work with, it's very hard in consistency, and it definitely does not move around. So if you're a beginner, I think this may be a very good product for you to use. Now, I am not being paid to review any products, I am just giving you my 100% opinion because of the amount of time I've used these products, and that goes to say for absolutely all the products I use. Now I'm also using a dual form extension, so this does not go on your whole nail, it is just an extension dual form, and it literally extends the nail, nothing else. I decided to show you this as well because I did do a previous video where I used it for all my nails. If you want to check that out, it will be in my channel page. But I decided to show you this because it, as you can see, I can take my time to perfect the shape, to just go back on it and making sure that I've got everything covered in every place that I wanted it to be in. And once I'm happy, I just place it on my already prepped, primed and based nail, which is this one here. I'm pushing in. So what it is with this, you kind of push it at the lower side of your apex, so not at the top side, which is like quite in the middle of your nail, a bit lower, but it still has to be attached to the apex area, so you are sort of 100% sure that this is not going to break or it does not have that strength that it needs. I've cured it in the lamp for about 15 seconds, and then I've turned my hand the other way around and pulled any leftover gels that I might have pushed, because as you can see here, I've pushed the acrylic gel a little bit too much on my nail, and that obviously made some visible areas of my natural nail, which now I'm going to have to come with a bit more acrylic gel to cover those up, as you can see here and on the other side there. And that is not because of the product, and that is only because I pushed too much, as I have this tendency to think that I need to push really hard to make it connect to my natural nail, which it's not the case, but I tend to do that absolutely all the time, I think. Yeah, so if you guys are okay with trusting the process, then you shouldn't have this problem like me. But me, I trust the process, I just can't stop pushing. Anyway, now I'm just showing you how I come up with a little bit more product to cover the areas. And after that, I'm going to cure it in the lamp. I'm going to remove my sticky residue and start filing, giving it a little bit of the shape, not a lot, but I need to debulk that area where the apex is before I come in with my well, it's not clear, it's pink builder gel. If I have not mentioned in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of my filing routine and also how to create a very simple, easy and quite fast ombre effect. Right, so just another tip, the reason you see me working the acrylic gel a little bit more here and there is because I want to cut down on my filing time. So if you guys are not keen on the filing procedure, I suggest you spend a little more time on the application, and that way if you correctly place the product on your nail and making sure there are not a lot of bulks and uneven surfaces, then it will be easier for you to file. The other thing is, as I mentioned, I did leave my filing routine on this video. If you want to skip the filing routine, you can do so. It is literally going to start at 8 minutes and 42 seconds and it will finish at 11 minutes and 26 seconds. And that was that's the whole process of my filing routine there. I think I sped up a little bit because I didn't want to bore you too much, but now I am just debulking the nail and filing the sides a little bit to give it a bit of shape. I'm not working too much on this because I am coming in with my pink builder gel, as I said before, to create the ombre effect, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time filing because I will still need to do that after I apply the builder gel. Alright, so now I'm just removing the dust using my Prep and Scrub spray and making sure that all surface is clean and ready for my pink builder gel to come. I am applying, first of all, a very thin layer, and that will act as my slip layer, where it will show my second bead where to go. That's sort of how that works. And yes, I'm being quite cautious to apply, especially on the sides and near the cuticle, but not on. You don't want anything touching your cuticles, as your skin in general, as that will and can cause lifting. Plus, you know, you may become allergic to it over time, so you don't want to do that. Right, this is my second bead, and as you can see, as I'm moving the gel from side to side, I did create a little bubble, which I'm going to go back and try to get rid of it like so. So if you do create bubbles, just go on it and try to swirl it around using your brush, and that should hopefully go away. And I think practice makes perfect, so the more you practice, the better you get. That's my idea. As you saw over there, I did have a little bit too much builder gel on, so I removed some, and then coming in with the point of my brush and moving the gel slowly and thinly onto my extension part. I'm not very worried about the extension part, so I'm not worried about the tip because I'm going to file it, and I do want my white to show. That's the whole thing. I don't want the same amount of builder gel on my tip as I do on my apex area. I'll show you why in a minute. So over here I'm removing the residue, and this is the shape I've come up with. Now this is very easy. I've just moved my nail up and down to show you that it has been cured thoroughly, and it was only in the lamp for 60 seconds, and it is very, very good and in place. Now my filing routine will start. I always come up with on the sides, making sure that my file is straight and is not pointing on any sides downwards, to say the least, because I don't want to file too much from under the nail, under the extension, sorry. And yeah, so this is what I'm doing because it's minimum filing, because I've done my process with the builder gel quite nicely. I don't need to do a lot of filing, as you saw before I started. It's just literally refining it and removing the shine and making sure that I remove some of the pink builder from my tip over there to show more white. And then after I do that, I come over my apex area to sort of scrape it a little bit. After that, I'm also going to come in with my buffer, where I'm going to make it have a smooth surface, because I'm not adding color on top. I didn't want the ridges to sort of show. Well, in some cases the ridges does show, and I didn't want to do that, especially knowing that I'm not going to add a color on top and I'm going to come straight with the crystals. I wanted the crystals to have a nice surface to adhere to. Okay, so I'm almost at the end. As you can see here, I always use my thumb to check and feel if there are any ridges there. And here is the final result. I do come along and I file on the edges as well to make sure that it's nice and soft and, well, nice and smooth. And yes, that's it. And now I'm coming in with my crystal placements. Don't forget, this is day 3, so I still have day 1 and 2 in my on my channel. I'm gonna link them in the description box below as well. I believe my favorite one is this one and the thumb, so if you haven't checked out the thumb yet, you should. I've got some beautiful crystals on there that I just cannot take my mind off, and I think if you love crystals and you love nails, then I think you can enjoy that as much or more than you enjoy this one here. I've decided to use different sizes and shapes and colors on this nail, but the main color would be red, so that's why my biggest one is red. If there's anything that you'd like to know about my crystals and where I got them from, leave me a message below and I will definitely reply with where I got them from. As I'm placing these crystals now, don't forget that I have a big surprise for you on my next 2 videos, which is about a new product that was most likely not intended for nails, but it is definitely cheap and it's definitely worth it, and it definitely works on nails. So if you want to check that out and see that, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I upload my next 2 videos, because I believe those were the most waited for from my side. So I definitely was extremely excited to create nails with those products, and I think you might feel the same way once you see them, once you see those as well. Okay, so I'm coming to almost at the end of the crystal placement, and I decided to put another layer of clear builder gel this time, because I wanted to add on the sides some beads and I wasn't sure which colors, so I went with black and rose gold beads. So in between each black I will have a rose gold bead and so on. I do like the outcome. I'm blubbering a little bit now, but I do like the outcome. But do you think that was a bit too much? As I don't tend to do a lot of crystal placements, and once I started doing crystals, and well, you know, when you love it so much you can't stop. Well, it went something like that with me throughout this series, and yeah, is this too much for you guys? Is it not too much? I did say it's crystal madness, so this is just, I don't know if it's over the top, but I really did enjoy create these nails, and they did look absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't have changed them anyway. I did definitely enjoy and love them. What about you? Would you wear this like this? Would you add more? Would you add less maybe? Let me know. I would really love to know more about the audience that is watching this and what they like to watch or what they like to see on their nails and so on and so forth. We are now slowly coming to the end of the video. Don't forget to stick around and see the result. I did add a few more beads shortly after these ones right at the tip of the nail, which I think it gave it some more visible, beautiful outcome. Yuck. Sorry, that was my son. He loves he loves to come along and speak when I have to speak on my videos, and you know what takes the longest for me is not the editing, it's not the nails, is the speaking part, because I need to find the right time to do so, because my son loves to speak on as well. and I didn't want him coming along and tell me a couple of things about nails, because he definitely is learning from me, and he always wants to cut his nails. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, he sees me almost every single day adding on a nail, creating a nail, or taking a nail off, and then he became so used to that now he comes along and says, "Mommy, nail time." Anyway, as I was saying, coming into the end now, and don't forget, there's another 2 parts that I've added onto my channel, which I'm going to leave them linked in my description box, and there's also 2 more coming after this one, which I really do suggest you wait for and be prepared for, because I really liked those, as I said, those crystally things that I've added on. Alright, I won't say too much, you just have to wait and see. Bye!